Hi, I'm Camden Hoke. I'm the creator of the Radiance Living Program, and I'm the author of Roadmap to Radiance, my first book. My first book came out just this month, and I have been working with Kim for the past 2 years. When she asked me to be a part of the success panel, and I knew I was going to be out of town, I had to figure out a way to really come and share with you the value of the work that Kim and I did together. How many of you are at the event because you want to write your book? I guess that's all of you probably. Or maybe you're just curious and you're just coming to have a look-see. I was kind of in that same spot a couple of years ago when I met Kim at another event. I knew that I wanted to write a book, and here's the funny thing. I wanted to write a book for my business, right? My business is about transformation. I'm a life coach. I also practice yoga, and I help my clients align who they are on the inside with what they put out into the world in every single thing that they do. So here I was talking with her at the event, and I said, yes, I really want to do this. Of course, I'm a little bit nervous, I'm a little bit afraid because it's a big commitment. I know that, and maybe some of you are thinking that too. It's a big commitment to put myself out there with a book. It's a big commitment just to even say I'm going to write a book. But because you're at this event, I'm imagining that you know that you're meant to express this. So let's roll to when I was talking to Kim and I said, all right, let's do this. I'm not sure I want to do it right at this moment, but I want to go ahead and sign up with you. So not very much time passes by, and I knew it was time. It was time to write my book. So here I was, and I talked to her, and she gave me some pointers and gave me a structure, and I thought, all right, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to start writing my coaching book. I sat down to write chapter 1. Nothing. Nothing was coming. I was at a total block. The next day, I sat down again. Chapter 1 wasn't coming. I got in touch with Kim, and I asked her, what do I do? It's not coming out. I'm sitting down to write and I'm having a block and it's not coming. And she said, Camden, I think that you just need to sit down and write from your heart. Maybe this is a different kind of book. Maybe you're trying to make it something that it's not meant to be. Maybe you need to open up to what is being shared from your heart and just write and see the type of book that is meant to come from you. Now, maybe you already know the type of book that you're going to write, and that's great. I thought I did too, but it took on a very different form for me. So in these last 2 years, that's what I've been in process with, is the writing and the work with Kim. And honestly, before I met her, I had this idea in my mind of what it was supposed to look like. And then once starting to work with her, it took on a very different structure, like I shared with you. I sat down to write, and what came was actually the content of a memoir. And you might even say that it really is about transformation, because my life has been transformed quite dramatically. And so that does represent my business. But the book came out very differently, and she helped me organize the story in a way that it really has had an impact on people's lives. It's very relatable to them. So from the start to the finish, you know, she helped me in giving me direction in the writing. She held the space for me to be able to write this book. She was in the process when I sent her my first draft, and I said, you know, I just need to send it to you to see if I'm on track. And she told me I was on track. She really helped me with the writing and how my style was, and gave me pointers on how to stay within that particular voice that I was writing in. So I feel like having her was like having a partner, because many of you may be entrepreneurs, and even in that type of business, it can get very lonely. We're often working by ourselves. So you can imagine that writing a book can also be that sort of isolated type project that you might take on. But when you're working with Kim, she's with you every step of the way. So I think I really appreciated that in our work together. So as we kept moving forward in the edits, she was so helpful with that and making suggestions as we got to that part of the chapters and the edits and the author's note and the acknowledgments. And it started to come together. And that, you can probably hear it in my voice, that is quite an uplifting moment when your book starts to come together and form into an actual book, right? Where people are going to be reading it and understand who you are. And oh, one funny thing was when she was reading my book, she says, I really like the character. And that made me laugh because the character was me. So that also brought it back to, this is a book. This is a book that you're sharing, and people are going to be inspired by and relate to you, and you're going to make a difference with these people. So we kept forming and kept working on putting it into the book. My husband and I actually shot our cover, and Kim had her designer work with the cover and form that and get that all set for us. And there were moments where I was like, are people going to read my book? Are people going to like it? Is it going to be too much? I questioned myself. There was some times when doubt came in, but she was there to help every step of the way. And I appreciate her as being the expert, because I'm not an expert at the whole book writing process. And I'm a big believer in, if there is someone that you can hire and contract with to help you make your project the best that it can be, go for it. And that's what I decided to do. That's one of the reasons I decided to work with her. So how has my life changed since this writing of the book? As I told you, it's been 2 years, and people are starting to read the book, right? It just came out a few weeks ago, and I'm getting comments like, I couldn't put it down. Your life has been amazing, and it inspires me in my life. Another person said, I laughed, I cried. It's very relatable to things in my life, and you really touched something inside of me that's made me want to take a step forward in my life. So when I hear that, it inspires me. It inspires me to be more of who I am. It even helps me let go of any self-doubt that I had, or is anybody going to like it? I really feel like in this process of working with Kim and writing my book, I've begun to embody more of who I am. I actually feel more in my body. I feel more confident. I feel like I can really do anything. I think writing a book is quite a project, and people have said that. Oh my gosh, you've written a book. It's a legacy that you're leaving. And here's the thing is, I plan on writing more. And I'm super excited about that, because now I kind of have an idea of the process. I have loved working with Kim. She's offered such great value. And as I look now of where I am now to where I was in the beginning, I think I could have never done that by myself. How would I have known how to put things in chapters and to really take down the 200,000 words that I gave to her into this story that really represents my life, but also inspires many other people in their lives too, to live what they're meant to live from their heart, to let go of all those secrets and to live as who they are. So she's helped me in putting it on Amazon, on Kindle. She knows all the ins and outs of that, and I do not like all that technology part. So that's been super helpful. She helped me with the pricing structure. And now as I'm heading out, I'm going into my first launch party and book signing next week when we return from Italy. And it's surreal in a way, but as I keep taking every step forward, it becomes more real. And so here you are at this step, right? And what I can share with you is that if you have this urge, right, in your heart to write your book, I encourage you to really consider working with Kim, because why reinvent the wheel? Why put yourself through something and take gazillion more time to figure it out, a lot more energy, and you'll probably spend a lot more money trying to figure it out too, when you can work with somebody who knows the ins and outs, who'll be with you every step of the way, and who'll get you to that place of finished product. That, my friends, is transformation right there. So Kim, thank you so much for being with me every step of the way, for answering my desperate emails of, oh my God, is anybody gonna read it? Is this gonna happen? And for being professional and sharing your expertise in this whole process. I'm really grateful. And I know that actually we're just at a new beginning of the book coming out and the parties and the tour. And this is what I also know. If my book, if your book that you're gonna write makes a difference for just one person, and they take action in their life, you've made a real positive impact in the world. So don't hold yourself back. You know that you're meant to write the book or you wouldn't even be at this event. Do what you're meant to do and take the step forward that's right for you. So I hope this has helped you. Kim, have a wonderful event. Thank you for allowing me to come and visit through video. You guys have fun and happy book writing, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.